large, thin ears to cool the blood inside them. The cooled blood travels to the rest of the elephant's body to help it cool down too. Do you have a copy of the text, Chloe? Do you have a copy? Is there a reason why you're not following along? This is a review, okay? So you should be experts. So we read about elephants. Next page. You should be on this page now. We're on the next page. Wolves are hunters. They are carnivores, which means they eat meat. They have strong jaws and 42 teeth for tearing, chewing, and grinding. 4 of the teeth are called canine teeth or fangs. Wolves use their canine teeth to grip an animal when they catch it. Is there a reason we're doing this? Hold on to it still. Quit moving that. Wolves have a keen sense of smell for sniffing out their prey. They can hear sounds from far away too. When wolves roam, they leave big paw prints behind. Some tracks can be as large as a grown-up's hand. Okay, so that was wolves. On the back, crocodilians. Here we go. Crocodilians are fierce hunters. They use strong jaws to capture their prey. They eat animals as big as deer and cattle and as small as fish and birds. They also will attack people. They cannot chew their food. They either swallow it whole or tear it apart. Sometimes they drag an animal underwater to drown it. So that was crocodilians. Now let's go back into the front page and reread about African elephants. This time we're reading it together. Just turn to the page. And to begin. African elephants have the biggest ears on earth, and some of the best. They can hear low, rumbly sounds from miles away. But an African elephant's ears aren't just good for hearing. The elephant waves its large, thin ears to cool the blood inside them. The cooled blood travels to the rest of the elephant's body to help cool it down too. So according to the text, how does an African elephant survive in its habitat? Veronica? And pay attention because this is going in your response.
An elephant uses its ears to help it survive in their habitat because it's really good at hearing from miles away, and it can hear rumbly sounds and other animals can't, so it won't catch it. So the elephant won't get eaten by the person that's trying to get the elephant for its prey.
Okay, great. Let's turn it to the next page, and we're reading about wolves again. Here we go. Wolves are hunters. They are carnivores, which means they eat meat. They have strong jaws and 42 teeth for tearing, chewing, and grinding. 4 of the teeth are called canine teeth or fangs. Wolves use their canine teeth to grip an animal when they catch it. Paragraph 2. Wolves have a keen sense of smell for sniffing out their prey. They can hear sounds from far away too. When wolves roam, they leave big paw prints behind. Some tracks can be as large as a grown-up's hand. How do wolves survive in their habitat, Antonio? Great! So according to the text, they're carnivores, so they eat meat. What else, Sydney?
Yes. According to the
Okay.
the wolves they survive because they eat animals for dinner, breakfast.
Do we see the words breakfast, dinner in this text? Stay within the 4 corners of the text. How do they survive? Come on, use the text.
They survive by
Stop.
grabbing an animal when they catch it.
So they use their canine teeth, their big teeth, to grip an animal. Okay. What else? What else did it say in this page?
They can daily paw prints.
How does it help them survive?
It helps them.
How does leaving a paw print help it survive? Does it?
It helps them. It's because they're
Yeah, no. That doesn't help wolves survive, does it? No. So that's not what we're putting in our response. In this second paragraph, Alyssa, look at it. What can they use to survive? Thank you, Mr. Staunton.
They have strong jaws and force teeth for tearing.
Okay, so they have strong jaws and big teeth for tearing food. Great. Back page, crocodilians. Throw it away. All right. Crocodilians are fierce hunters. They use strong jaws to capture prey. They eat animals as big as deer and cattle and as small as fish and birds. They also will attack people. They cannot chew their food. They either swallow it whole or tear it apart. Sometimes they drag an animal underwater to drown. How do crocodilians survive in their habitat, Dynasty?
Crocodilians survive in their habitat by drowning the animal so it could eat some food.
Great. Naima, what else?
So crocodilians eat the animals.
Okay, Dynasty just said it. What else do they do?
They can't eat with their jaws.
So they also use their strong jaws to capture their prey.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, Riley.
Elephants.
Oh, we're on crocodilians.
Crocodilians are fierce. Crocodiles are fierce hunters.
So we could use the word fierce in our response. They're very aggressive. Zaire.
You can say they also will, they cannot chew their food. They either swallow it.
So crocs can swallow their food whole, which makes them very fierce. Okay. Let's look at my exemplar. We're going to go over this now so that you have a lot of time to write today. So please track me and slant up here. Thank you. Thanks, Chloe. Today you will have, count with me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 paragraphs. Alfonso, hand me your paper, please. You have 5 paragraphs, hence we gave you all of this paper. Okay?
Whoa. So you want me to have these are concluded.
Shh. Thank you for raising your hand, Chloe. Yes.
The fifth one.
5th one. Okay, so let's look at paragraph 1. Paragraph 1 is our introduction. Here it goes. To begin, wolves, crocodilians, and elephants use numerous body parts to survive in their habitats. The mentioned animals use their keen sense of smell, powerful jaws, and floppy ears to survive. Now, I underlined to begin because that's how you can start your paragraph. And I also underlined crocodilians because that's a tricky word. So if you need to copy it, the spelling, you can do that, okay? So in the first paragraph, I'm just basically telling you, giving you a preview as to what animals I'm writing about and how they use body parts to survive in their habitats. Yes?
Can we use crocs?
Yep, you can use crocs.
Okay.
Now, paragraph 2, I'm talking about wolves, okay? And I'm actually going to label as I read with my Post-it so you know the order too. According to the text, wolves use their strong jaws and 42 teeth for tearing, chewing, and grinding. Notice how I'm using a lot of efficient sentences in my response. Also, wolves use their keen sense of smell to sniff out the prey they eat with their fierce jaws. So I included text evidence talking about how wolves survive by using their jaws and their teeth. So wolves is paragraph 2. Paragraph 3. Can you sit and slant, please, and pay attention off the bench? Moreover, crocs survive in their habitat by dragging animals underwater to drown their prey. They use their strong jaws to swallow their prey whole. So I underlined moreover, which is a way to link the paragraphs. And I also underlined crocs, if you would like to use crocs instead of crocodilians. So paragraph 3, I wrote about what animal?
Crocodilian.
Yep. Paragraph 4. Furthermore, African elephants use their floppy ears to cool down. African elephants live in the grassland habitat, which is very hot. Thus, floppy ears help cool the elephant's blood. So, in paragraph 4, I wrote about African elephants. Yes, Veronica?
Since you're talking about African elephants, would you just put paragraph 4 into paragraph 2 under where?
I've only talked about elephants once. So I have wolves, crocs, and elephants, okay? And African needs to be capitalized. It's a proper noun because Africa is the name of a place. But elephant is not. It's just African. Okay, last paragraph. In conclusion, and I underline that because that's how you start your conclusion, animals use their body parts to survive in their habitats. I surmise, there's my inference, the mentioned animals would become extinct without their specific adaptations. Everybody say it.
Adaptation.
Whisper it. Clap it.
Adaptation.
So that's my inference, but think of an adaptation as something on an animal's body that helps them live in their environment. So an adaptation for the African elephant is long ears. Remember how we learned about the Asian elephant?
Yeah.
The Asian elephant has different ears. They're not floppy and big like the African elephant that we've learned.
And they are smaller.
The reason why that is that the elephant is adapting to its habitat. The hotter the habitat, the more floppy the ears need to be in order for the animal to cool down. And you had your hand raised, Chloe.
Did we use an extinct in phonics today?
Yes, we did use extinct, and I highly suggest you try to use extinct as well. Dynasty.
So in your first paragraph, when you have to talk about all the animals you're going to write about.
Yep. So this is how you write a proper paper, Spirit. The people in the front are asking great questions, so it's important you listen. In the first paragraph, you're going to tell the readers what you're writing about. In the first paragraph, we're going to talk about the wolves, the elephants, and the crocs, and that they use their body parts to survive in their habitat. The second paragraph, we talk about wolves. The third paragraph, we talk about the crocs. The fourth paragraph, we talk about the elephants. And in the fifth paragraph, we write our concluding statement and our inference. Yes, Zion?
I have 3 papers. That's 4.
You have to write 5 paragraphs. Okay? I'm giving you enough paper so that you can